I've got this cab here now on the frame. All the braces are rusted out, so I had to figure out some way of fixing it. When I cut this bottom out, it's gonna fall, so I measured it. I got 35.5 from the frame up to the bottom of this plate. There's nothing really in here holding it. It's all just rusted out. So I'm going to have to use this bottom piece here. He bought channel iron, so that's what I got to use. I'll put a piece of channel here across the bottom. And the only thing I've got good for the dimension, see, this channel iron comes down and then it's got a lip on it, and that goes to right here. So this is good, this bottom corner of the cab right on this area. And I believe the other side is too. Well, it's not good, but it's good enough to measure. So the channel iron is going to go from this corner over to the other corner. And this will get welded onto the channel. And then that whole piece there has got to be cut out. So these two wells right here is going to hold up the whole thing. To get that piece of channel in there. And then I can cut these seat braces. The top of them are still pretty good, so that's holding the back of the cab where it should be. And I don't know how straight we are. It looks like we're right on the edge of the hole over here, and here we got like 1.5 inches. And it looks like the cab needs to be kind of rotated this way. I'm not sure about the center. It's pretty close. I got a couple inches there to a hole. 2 or 3 here. But I can't really do much. I've got to weld braces in. I've got this one here that goes up to the front, and then I need to cut it here, put this other channel in, and it should go from here to this back piece of the channel. So what I got to do somehow is put some kind of a plate across that frame. can't really do it here on the inside because that's where my channel is going to be. Probably lay one across the back and then put a brace from there up to the top. To keep this at 35.5 inches. That way when I put this channel across here and tack it there on the bottom, this will still be the same height. Now I've got floorboards and stuff here that's moving it around. Not sure, but this way I can measure exactly my piece, make that fit right on the bottom of the piece. And then once I do that, I can cut a couple, once that channel's in the bottom, I can cut a couple pieces and just run it up here and tack it so it keeps it at the same height. Got to start somewhere, and this bottom channel is what everything's going to tie into. And if I cut this crap out of here, I'm going to lose all of the dimensions because it's just floppy. So that's what I got to do. Give me a good measurement on the channel, cut it, cut out all this bottom part that's no good, and get the cab welded onto that channel 35.5 inches to this bar up here. Mr. Chop Saw to the rescue. Got a piece here, it's 41.5 inches, and clamped it on the frame, and it's lining up good right here at the bottom edge. And now I can just mark across that and cut that all out of there. I decided I don't really need to prop this cab up. I could probably just, maybe I will, because it will fall down whenever I cut out that back. I can probably take a board or anything to put up there and just brace it. Once I get those two bottom corners welded, this cab will be wherever it's going to be. Because this corner edge here is the only thing that's got any strength in it. It's awfully rusty, but I can probably get enough weld in there to hold it. This whole cab is going to have to be braced somehow. This is going to have to be welded to that. And that bottom part of the cad's no good at all. At least a foot of it. Maybe I can yeah, there's nothing in here really holding it either. Gotta put something in it though. Not sure exactly what, but now I just got to cut that out of there and tack it in and see what I can do from there. Well, we got some more parts. This is a 37 to 41 front axle. Got it from Matt at Iron Trap Garage. I think I've got it in upside down. Looks like that kingpin will be pointed to the outside. Well, I couldn't figure out which way the axle went, but that's the way it goes. Once I put the spindle on there right, that's parallel or horizontal. That's good, because there's an angle in the mounting here. Now the next deal is this has got to go on there, and it looks like it's a few thousandths too small. I don't want to grind on this. I'll try to get it started and then beat it on. And that's for the 4-link. Well, I did a little prep here. I put me a couple pieces of rebar. I was going to weld them, but I just clamped them. I put the door back, clamped it, so it's pretty solid. I just want to keep it from falling back. Over here on this side, I just put the piece I cut for that and just clamped the body to it up there in front, back here in the back. So that'll keep it from falling backwards. And that's what I got so far. I wound up putting some of the front end together. I got there's a left and right to the spindles. I put that one on. I had this bat wing on the other side. It's pretty vertical now, but it was turned out, so I had it on the wrong side. Anyway, did a little more work to this. I'll get it all together, and then it's got to be cleaned and painted with good paint, because this axle is going to get a lot of gravel and rocks and stuff like that. Don't want it to chip. Anyway, about ready to cut all this crap out of here. Shouldn't fall. Got it pretty straight. We'll find out here shortly. Well, there's my piece of channel. I got about 4 layers of steel there that's in the body, and it goes all the way across, and it's welded in on that one side. So and I've got it right at the edge of the bowl hole. It's perfectly centered. It's good and strong. Nothing's gonna warp. We're here in Winston, Oregon, and this is their big graffiti weekend. We'll probably see a couple cars here, and then I'll put some more in. I got my 4-link painted. That paint's not sticking very well. We'll have to do that again. Anyway, there's the bottom brace. We got this door here. It's real good. It's actually closed and latched right now. Of course, everything is all flexible. Once I can get this entire bottom chassis all welded up, I got most of it cut, and then I can weld in a piece for this hinge. And a couple cars have been going by. Don't see any here. There's one. But I guess the parade is started. This one ain't driving this year, but it'll be here for sale. And they'll come right by here. And this one depends on how long we live. We can live another year. We'll run this one here in the parade next year. We're actually doing a pretty good job here. My little Chrysler back there. This won't be too bad. Gonna have a super nice front end in it. I'm just kind of not giving you any new content. There goes 56. And there'll be a few bikes. Well, I got my little bracket bolted in there. Kind of straight with the middle of the frame. Got my channel up there. It's right at the edge of the bracket. And I can't really see here, but I think I'll be able to get the bolt or the nut on. I'm lined up here. I got a square cut. Now I just need a piece of channel to go from that piece there back to the back, and it'll all be good. Just had to have one last look at this axle. Spring perches are right about where they go through the new axle, or the old axle. So, gotta pound that bat wing on. And then I can start putting the 4-link under here. A lot of parts, plenty of work to do. Yeah, that looks good over there. Weld it to that bracket, and looks like my edge is right on the hole. This one's 3/4 of the hole, so I'm pretty close all the way around. My doors close here. A lot of work done.